The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, I've never come across any accounts of correlating dreams between infected parties. Another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? Nothing wrong with maintaining a healthy suspicion in such matters. Still, it might be wiser to keep an open mind on the matter. Our visitors' promises of aid might yet bear valuable fruit. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls. I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. The somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study. Of course, as a paladin, your patron deity endows you with many such powers otherwise unattainable. I do hope you cherish that gift.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close. Here, on the Sword Coast. Impossible. That can't be. That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now. You? Infected by a mind flayer? Ridiculous. Isn't it? Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted. Ah, my good... Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
fate spit.
Dost thou require a new ally?
Wait! Bows down! Gods above! We took you for a goblin! Get up here! I want that gate sealed before they arrive. And we need to talk!
Come on, let's go!
Hadn't actually thought of that.
Let's get going.
Ex textura!
Outlander to light, Saloona to guide, Kelemvor to show mercy.
You realize he prays to Kelemvor, Lord of Death.
What is it? I'm busy. Well, seems like I'll be facing him before long. All of us will. Mrag. I'd like to see Memnos rhyme in some heroic verse. Fine. I'll help. See you during the fight.
Go away! There's nothing in here for you! For any of you! I said go away! You people have endangered this sacred place long enough! This door is staying closed until you're gone, one way or another! We've been more than generous already! We have to take care of the Grove's future! Move away! Then this sacred grove could be a comfort to them in their final moments. But this door is staying closed. Now leave! This door is...
Thank the gods! Enjoyed your little adventure, did you? Let's get you below. You can tell everyone about it, hmm?
Look at this place. Like a pen of hogs waiting for the butcher's knife. We need to act.
Quiet. Some of the children might hear you.
Oh, perish the thought they overhear a little honesty once in their short lives.
Another word and it won't be the goblins you have to worry about.
Enough, both of you! That's to say, me at the front while the others stay back and do as I say?
Shut it just for once, you insufferable oafish...
Stop it! Listen to someone else for once!
I can live with that. I hope. What about you two?
Fine, as long as I don't have to listen to any complaints in the meantime.
So be it. I'll take a mediocre plan over nothing. Powers are being wasted back here. I could repel any attack in the blink of an eye.
You'll wipe us out in the...
Ridiculous. Someone of my skill should choose their own vantage point.
It just means you're our last hope, Roland. We may need you to save the day.
What's in here?
Good to see a familiar face. I have the strangest feeling every time you pass by. Like you're meant to be here.
There's barely any rations left.
We'll make it last. I can't believe they just left.
Leave it, son.
No. Our so-called kin fled the moment their tails were in danger.
Icaron, we're in for a hell of a fight. Focus on the matters at hand, not the ones you can't fix.
We might die because a bunch of traitors cared more about saving their hides than they did about us.
Enough! I will knock both of your heads together unless you cut it out.
Mother!
Not another word. Back to work, all of you. We've a battle to prepare for. I would have given them an extra helping.
They're cowards, Mother. You don't owe them anything.
But can you really blame them after El Terrell?
We can't run forever. I'd rather stand and fight.
Told you to get out while you could, didn't I? Should have taken my own bloody advice.
I pray Arabella is safe with the other kids. Knowing her, she's fashioned a weapon out of a rock and some string.
First druids and now goblins. Lady Doom really has it out for us, doesn't she?
We can talk after this is over. If
Someone decided we were the best suited to see to any wounded. Better all round if you keep everyone in one piece up there. Trust me.
So many people left. I'm glad someone stuck around. I wish I could help on the walls, but I wasn't a soldier, really. Just a trumped-up guard. I can't. I'm sorry. Right side, Mother.
We were just about prepared for travel rations, not a bloody siege.
The goblins, do they fight well?
You mean that to be comforting, I'm sure.
Talking beats thinking. Don't spare the fire arrows. Let's see if goblins are prettier with a coat of burning oil on.
Won't pretend I expected to see you back again. Bloody glad, mind. People are scared. Zevlor's doing what he can, but... well, seeing you on the walls might put the steel in their spines. Mine too.
You're back. Nice to see a familiar face. I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Temora's luck twist your way.
Picture he wanted on the walls, right? And it wasn't us.
You might be afraid of your own shadow, but some of us...
Puff out your chest all you like. I'm going where it's safe.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
You have my attention.
What are all the spikes about?
The sticking goblin heads on.
Right. Keep at it then.
No one's stopped me yet.
Gods, I feel sick. We're not ready for this.
Holding up all right?
I'm fine. You don't have to keep checking.
Admiring my beautiful barricades? Might not be pretty, but they'll stop a charging warg. Probably.